Guys, before you start watching this video, let me share several important points here. Point number 1. On my first visit here, I really didn't like Dubai. Why would anyone want to live in the city where you can only be in the building with AC? Number 2, I'm from Russia and I'm a world traveler. I love to travel a lot, but many countries' embassies closed in Russia and overall it became hard to apply for visas or to get visas, you know why. So I came to apply from here. And number 3, if life gives you lemons, you should make a lemonade. So while I'm here with some boring paperwork, I will try to make a video too. And it's not gonna be one of those Dubai vacation videos. We will try to see what it's like to live here and not only staying as a tourist. And let's find out why people from all over the world dream to come here. Today I'm moving from the emirate named Ajman to Dubai. This way. I will be staying with Katyusha and Luke. Приветики.
Привет.
They got this for me. I will be staying only in this and I can't get outside of this.
It's your house.
This is my friend Kat. I call her Katyusha. She's from the UK, but she used to live in Russia. Together we traveled in the Russian Arctic. I took her in the northernmost McDonald's in the world. We swam in the Arctic Ocean. We have caught sea urchins and then ate them. Tried out shooting with Kalashnikov and experienced the best weather of the Arctic in October. Do you want to do it again?
I was so cold, everything was numb, I couldn't feel anything, and it was fun though, a very good experience, I'd recommend.
She's a tough girl. Why did you move here?
I moved here because my fiance was offered a job here, so yeah, we just moved here. It was nothing to do with the situation right now, totally unrelated, but now that lots of Russians have moved here, like, it's really nice because we're constantly around Russian.
Do you miss something about Russia or Moscow?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you're away from somewhere, you like miss the things you didn't realize you'd miss. Here, which is pretty cool, like Grecha and cottage cheese and that kind of thing. Yeah, just like little things day to day, and the winter as well. I mean, now it's November. In Moscow, it's snowing, right? So, yeah, we'll do that.
Guys, before we continue exploring Dubai, let me introduce you to the sponsor of this video, italki, a marketplace that connects online language teachers to students for customized video chat lessons in over 150 languages. And I need to hop on my lesson now.
Adesso a te piace questo processo? Quando crei qualcosa,
I remember that for 10 years of school that I've learned English, I've never actually used it because I didn't have native speakers in my Russian hometown. So when I needed to actually use English, I was struggling a lot because I learned it in a passive way. I knew lots of words but couldn't really speak. So with the new languages that I'm learning now, I try to use it as much as possible and to practice. That's the beauty of italki. You can have one-on-one customized language lessons with high-quality native-speaking teachers. I'm practicing Italian on italki. For example, there are over 1,000 Italian teachers, and you can filter them down by the type of lesson you want, conversation for work, for a test, or for your kids, when you want the lesson, and you can even pick what other languages the teacher can speak. For example, I want an Italian teacher who can also speak Russian. The best part about italki is the payment. You pay per lesson, there is no subscription, no commitment, and lessons start at only $5. Qualche giorni, un mese, ma dopo per qualche mesi io devo lavorare e fare questi video.
Adesso a te piace questo processo?
Click the link in the description to start learning on italki and get $5 off for your first lesson with the code ELLIE. And this discount is available for the first 50 users. Seasons? Come si dice seasons?
Le stagioni.
They've blocked us in.
That's how we go to the global village. This parking is so confusing.
Arrow on the floor thing, great.
I know, I'm going the right way, this person.
We got lost at this parking, but now we finally came to the global village.
Well, hopefully.
It's a place where there are many stands of different countries and lots of food, which we can try. We will see what these stands have. Maybe find the Russian stand and see if they have the real Russian food or it's just fake.
Gimmicks.
We found out that they only open at 2 and now
weird.
it's 12. What are we gonna do for 2 hours?
He said walk around the beautiful
Carrefour.
institution which is Carrefour.
So weird, it only opens at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. What do they do the whole day? Just sleep? What's the plan, Katyusha?
We've missed our car. This is our car's over there. It's going really well today. Very well planned and thought out day.
We have 4 hours before the opening of this global village and we were looking for other activities, but everything in this city opens at 4 p.m. What do people do here on weekend?
No idea. Eat some food by the beach. I've just got some fresh microphone. You can put them in the microphone.
Katyusha, do you like living here? For me this climate is a hell.
I love it. This is like heaven to me. No, it's so sunny every day, and like the fact that you know it's always going to be sunny and hot. You don't have to think about what you're going to wear. You just, you know, get to choose which dress or which t-shirt, and that's it. You know what to expect every day. Even you said it when we were walking down here, like, oh, you live on a resort, kind of.
Is it expensive to live in Dubai?
Yeah, I'd say so, but I think everyone kind of assumes so before they come here, but yeah. I mean, it depends where you live, I guess, but similar prices, I'd say, to London, like rent-wise. But when I was living in London, it was a different situation because I was living with 2 other girls, whereas now we have our own apartment. So
how much is rent here? How much per month?
Approximately, I'm not going to say my price, approximately maybe $2,000, $3,000, $4,000
per month?
Yeah, per month, maybe.
And you said that you need to pay a deposit for how many months?
Well, here they do a thing where you pay for rent for either you pay 4 times a year, 3 times a year, 2 times a year, 1 time a year. But it's cheapest if you pay once, if you pay for the whole year at once. And depending on the landlord, they want different things as well. Like our landlord wanted us to pay for a whole year up front, so we had to have that money just to pay.
And what's the price for SIM card, internet, stuff like this? So
when you first come here, and you've got one, like a tourist SIM, and that lasts 3 months, and the price is quite reasonable. I'd say a bit more expensive, definitely more expensive than in Moscow, for sure, the tourist SIM, right, to top it up. After the 3 months, or if you want to start a residency visa or something like that, it cancels your tourist SIM and then you need to get a normal SIM, and that could go up to $1,000. I'm not even joking, I saw one on
$1,000?
Yeah, I saw one on the leaflet for $1,000. That's unlimited. I'm not joking, really.
Because in Moscow I paid 600 rubles for unlimited data.
Which is what, $10 or something? Yeah, well, that's we're not here. But there's all these little hidden costs that you think, oh, it's just rent, that's going to be expensive. But actually,
do these prices and costs worth living here?
I say so. I think it's a good, I would only say you should come here if you want to be here long term because it is like an investment up front. Like if you just invest all this money just for 6 months, you're not really going to see much a return on investment. You have to come here for like at least a year, 2 years or more. I think I've heard like most people say, oh, I just wanted to come here for a year, and then they end up staying for like 10 years or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you kind of get sucked into it, I think, for a long term. Let's just pretend today didn't happen. You just arrived.
4 hours didn't
Do
happen.
donuts. Go around this pole as fast as you can.
A huge line here. And after 4 hours, we're finally here again. This time it's open. Let's see what it has to offer. We're going to Yemen. Looks like a huge market of spices and some perfumes. Up for some Yemen honey? Yeah.
It used to be a country called Yugoslavia. So think of Yugoslavia as being between Greece.
Moroccan fashion. Well, at least they say so. By the way, I lived in Morocco for 1 month. I stayed in a surf camp in the village, but also I visited my friends and stayed with them in different cities. I visited 8 cities of Morocco, and I tried to wear one of these dresses. I believe they are named kaftan. So beautiful. You like this Indian dress?
But it's not Indian, is it? I don't think it is.
Yeah, it doesn't look Indian.
But I like it. Look, it's all like patchwork. Not very authentic.
It says that these are Indian clothes, but when I stayed in India, they weren't like this at all. They wore sari. Maybe this is from the other part of India. I heard that all the regions are so different. By the way, I also lived for 1 month in India with an Indian family in New Delhi, and it was such a good experience. I miss my time in India, but I was almost kidnapped there, but that's another story. What it's called again?
Lassi.
Lassi.
Yeah, lassi.
What it's made of?
Buttermilk. Buttermilk.
Why is one twice the size?
This comes in a random size.
For the same price?
I will change it if you want.
Yeah, I could have a bigger one.
Yeah, sure.
Comes in a random size.
Different sizes.
Okay.
I think that I tried it in India before and it was very sour, but this one is with mango.
Because it was mangoes, what is it?
Salt or sweet.
Maybe we should have done salt.
Very dense and so sweet. This is so weird. Everywhere they have countries and here it's just Africa. The whole continent. We finally found the Russia part. Let's see what Russian heritage and stuff they have. Lots of matryoshka dolls, Ded Moroz.
How are you?
I don't know why, but only in the Russian part, the guard told me that I can't film anything, and then he was following me and checked that, oh, he's there. I wanted to show you the Russian stands, but they kicked me out. They kicked me out of Russia. It's not funny. They kicked me out of Russia.
We have to go to Europe.
Let's go to Europe.
Very sad. We decided to visit the Palm and to see what it's like when you're actually there on the Palm. Kat, you said that there is also another project.
Yeah, so it's
Like that?
called the World Islands, and you can't even see it when you zoom out of like on a map, but then you zoom in to Dubai and you can start seeing it. They're very small islands, and they invested, I was just looking up how much they invested, I believe it's $13 billion to make it.
Is it that good?
Well, the problem is it was like this cool like investment project where they wanted to sell all the islands because it literally looks like the world, like the shapes of all the islands together, and it just flopped because of like financial crisis and because they realized that the water doesn't move around these islands, so it kind of stinks. Like you're on these really expensive islands and it smells apparently.
Let's go there and
Yeah,
see.
we have to test it out.
Well, they tried.
Look at all of them, they're empty and just one hotel.
All artificial islands.
Yeah, I think they just dumped a load of sand to make them. So interesting.
Kat is saying that we're already on the Palm, driving. Oh yes, I'm surprised because I expected just sand.
You thought we were driving on sand?
Not driving, but the Palm. I thought that we will need to walk there.
No,
Like
we could
the
go all the way
palm-
to the end.
I don't know why I imagined it like this. I thought it's just like they put this a lot of sand to make this palm, and that you just walk there.
It's a
And
nice
maybe there would
idea.
be some cafes and restaurants. Oh, it looks just like a usual part of the city.
Yeah, and there's like apartments here.
And I
stuff
thought
as
that
well.
it's very narrow, like you are on this narrow line of sand and you see water from both sides. That's how I imagined it.
Maybe parking.
Are we the only people parking at the Palm?
I think so. What's wrong with this place? Why is there no one here?
Everyone is sleeping before 4 p.m.
Oh yeah. No one wants to be out in the sun. It's not really graffiti, I think it's meant to pretend.
I'm really surprised because I thought that the Palm is a narrow line of sand and you can see all the leaves while walking on the Palm, but it's not like this.
Not quite.
Street art at the Palm.
It's just a picture, there's no bricks.
It's not a graffiti?
No.
Oh! Oh my god! Totally fake, it's not a street art. We came by the water and it doesn't smell, I think. But no one swims here, only taking Instagram pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, and there you can rent a boat as well over there. It's 200 dirham, which is like $50 for 15 minutes.
Hi, do you work here?
Yes, I'm working.
Why is no one swimming?
I don't know, here not allowed. These rules only here only allowed. In the yellow point inside only. In swimming area only there.
Do you live on the Palm?
Yeah, I'm living in the
Do you like it here?
Yeah, I'm very liking. Every day is different people. I'm talking conversation. And
Where,
good.
where do you go? Do you go swimming on the Palm?
No, it's not allowed swimming in there. Only here, restricted area here in the bomb, no?
Ah,
So now anybody is swimming not allowed here.
but why?
It's safety precaution, that's it.
Dubai is an insanely fast developing city, very rich and luxurious. However, here are some reasons why I wouldn't want to stay here for a long time. First, a lack of nature. I guess it's just difficult for me to be in a concrete jungle all the time. Second, I like international cities, but it feels like there is no identity here, and everything seems just a bit artificial. Third, climate. It's already winter here, but still way too hot and not very pleasant to be outside. Well, I was so tired of this weather that I decided to go somewhere special.
A crazy thing, I met my friend from Italy. Buongiorno, buongiorno a tutti, ragazzi. I told to Riccardo that I really miss Russian winter and snow, and he said, well, let's go skiing. And guess what? We're skiing.
It's a photo shooting now.
It's crazy. Like, this slope is probably 1.5 kilometers long.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just
No, you should go from outside and see how it looks from outside.
And in the middle they even have this house with food and mulled wine.
Yeah, un rifugio. Italian refuge.
Oh, come on!
I'm ready to leave this place because I finished my business here. This time I liked it much more than in July, because in July the climate was just intolerable. Now it's much better, but still it's definitely not for me. I'm ready to go to the next place. I never planned to come back to the UAE. After my first visit, I couldn't even understand why anyone would want to travel to Dubai. But my life brought me here, and I guess this is a part of my journey now. Well, sometimes the most scenic roads in life are the detours you didn't mean to make.